What kind of strange new view is this? Welcome back, everybody. Anonymous Biker USA. First time at the channel, we do all things moto. So if you're interested in all kind of brands, bikes, motorcycles, categories, scenic rides, places of interest, this is the place for you. Consider subscribing and hit that thumbs up. Join along for the ride. This is not a normal view for those of you who normally watch this channel. For those of you who are new, welcome. What do we got here? It looks like a sport naked bike. What in the world is this? So, we are on a Kawasaki Z900, a 2024. Taking it for a spin, seeing what it's all about and all the buzz is on the latest iteration of the Kawasaki Z bike. And this is literally brand new, 20 miles on it. So we got to keep it under 6,000 revs to be nice. Which those of you who ride these know that's not an easy task. But those of you in the bagger world, maybe you came from the sport bike world, remember the much more aggressive riding position this offers, much more athletic, lower body at a hard 90. The only difference between this sport bike and the sport naked is obviously no fairing in the front like a sport bike would have, the heavy plastics, right? More minimalistic. And this, from the torso, the waist up, is a more upright seating position as opposed to the crouch down over the tank type of deal you get with your typical sport bikes, right? Now, can you do that? Obviously, I just did. But this here is 948 cc inline 4 classic Kawasaki, and roughly 124 horsepower, 72 foot-pound of torque, and it's, I believe, 460, give or take a few pounds, soaking wet with all the fluids, gas and oil. 4.5 gallon tank, so pretty good, pretty beefy. LED lights all around. Awesome 4.3 inch TFT with your rev limiter, your speedometer, your gear indicator, temperature, time, trip, all that good stuff, and a fuel gauge, which is nice. This particular bike also comes equipped with 3 ride modes: road, which we are in, sport, and rain, which obviously controls the throttle response. Obviously sport would be the most aggressive, road in the middle, and rain much slower as far as throttle delivery. It also has traction control, and it is controllable, and you have 3 different levels on that. One, which is set, I think it's F1, you can set that in sport mode for your most aggressive riding. F2, which would match the road, and then F3, full-on traction control in the rain, for much more safety. Also has ABS, pretty nice feature. Clutch, very easy, pretty comfortable. So far so good. So we're gonna get this out on the road, get a couple hundred miles on it, and follow along for the journey. I'm gonna stop when I get a chance, and we'll do a walk around, and we'll take a whole look at the bike and what you all think of the old sport naked category. Alright, so we had a little spot to pull over. Let's take a look at this guy, the 2024 Kawasaki Z900. What do we think? So very aggressive lines. The front, very aggressive. And you can see this paint, I don't know if the sun's picking it up, all the black metallic. Very nice. ABS. You can see brandy new tires, right? Still got the lines on them. And there's the heartbeat, right? The old inline 4. This is pretty cool too. It comes with a helmet lock. How awesome is that? I like that little feature. So your seat, not bad. This is a rock. But I'm going to get a tail bag for this that can go underneath. Zip that down. Then you got this gigantic tail thing here, so we're going to get rid of this and put a tail tidy on, clean all that up, get it up underneath the back end. And then, you know, here's a look at the stock exhaust, the big old cannon. So we get rid of this, save weight, get a black pipe with a black, probably a Leo Vinci 10, something like that. You can see the trellis frame, awesome. And then look at the shock in there, the horizontal shock. You see that? But I mean, this thing's a little beast. Inline 4, and then there's a little graphics, the 900, right? So this little baby screen wasn't so bad. Does the job for a sport naked. So the newest addition to the channel, the 2024 Kawasaki Z900. Tell me what you guys think. Leave it in the comments below. Now, a lot of you, there's the chain, obviously chain drive. A lot of you ask, why do you get another bike? You don't need it. Why ask why? Why do you have multiple pairs of shoes? Why don't you wear the same t-shirt every day? So, gotta get some little doodads though. I gotta get tank pads so we don't scratch that up right from your jacket. Like I said, bar end mirrors, exhaust. May get a touring windshield, which is easy on and off, just in case. Not sure yet. Puig or Puig, P-U-I-G, manufacture some nice ones. But LED, 6-speed, and then let's look at the old TFT. So let's take the gloves off for this. So you can see here, direct sunlight. Got your gear indicator, your mode, road, rain, and sport. You know, the tach, miles per hour, neutral, ABS, clock, fuel gauge, tripometer, and then you can push these two little buttons right here, and it takes you into vehicle settings, display, clock, service, Bluetooth. Now there is a Kawasaki Rideology app that you can Bluetooth to your phone to give you a lot of metrics about your ride. I haven't done that yet. I'm not sure if it's worth it. I'll check it out. And then your units. So let's go back to the old main screen. And then to change your mode, you have this button here, arrow up, arrow down, and select. So if you just hold it down for a few seconds, road, so you went to rain, hold it down again, so that's at the bottom. So rain is at the bottom. Then we got road. Then we got sport. So I'm going to go back down to road. Okay, and then you have select. But pretty thorough, nice little 4.3 inch TFT from Kawasaki. Here's your key, right? I recommend taking any doodads that you have on there off so all this doesn't get scratched up, because it will. 4.5 gallon tank. See, it's wide, and like I said, you're at a hard 90 on your seating position. I can flat foot this bike, 5'11", 0 issues on that. super easy to handle. So we're just going to take it for another little spin up in the mountains, continue to get that 600 miles on it so we can get its first service, and then we can start with all our accoutrements, change it up a little bit. If you are a content creator, like I said, your bar space for any kind of camera mounting, you got like nothing over here. You can squeeze something on here, but if you put a GPS or a phone mount, that's going to eat up the rest of your space. So you're looking at a camera mount on your helmet like I have, or if you have a 360, you have some anchor points on the trellis frame along the way that you can probably get some good shots. But I recommend, if you do use the 360 and you bracket it here and you go out, get some kind of Velcro to give it some more stability, and you have 2 points of anchor instead of one, because that thing's just gonna whip around and you're gonna have problems. So you can also, with the suction mount, you can put the suction mount here to get that more front down view, but as far as camera looking back at you, not quite sure that's going to happen unless you suction mount something here or here looking back, because your bar, yeah, there's not a lot of room there. So for those of you that have a channel, if you're wondering, there you go. And then here's these mirrors. This mirror, that one's good, but I think we'll just shove some bar ends on here, clean that all up, and give it a go. So Sport Naked, back in the game. 2024 Kawasaki Z900. The guy at the dealer, they got this one in. It was in the crate. He let me see it in the crate. They built it on a Sunday. Super awesome. And if you guys are interested in a bike, go to, and if you're in the tri-state area, you know, southern Tennessee, western North or South Carolina, or the Atlanta metro area, North Georgia, even western or eastern Alabama rather. It's not that far of a ride, all within 2 hours. Mountain Motorsports at the Mall of Georgia. Buford, Georgia would be the correct address. But go in there. Those guys are awesome. They'll take care of you, treat you well. Go see Joseph R. Joseph did a great job. He always helped. Sam in finance is outstanding. And then the guys in service, Forrest and Todd. Awesome dudes, super helpful, try their best to get you in, get what you need, get you out. But Mountain Motorsports, Mall of Georgia, Joseph, appreciate it, thank you. Go see him, guys, help him out. He's one of us, really good guy, knows his stuff, and will help you out and get you the best deal. So thanks everybody. Join along, come for the adventure, another bike to the channel. More adventures, more discoveries, more learning, more proficiencies, more skills, more opportunity. So thanks for watching. Don't forget.